There are a million things wrong with Madam Web. First off, we have terrible cardboard acting, no life or personality from our lead Dakota Johnson or the other three ladies that we're following. The villain in Madam Web is absolutely horrible and probably the worst villain that I've seen in a very long time. There is nothing intimidating or intense about him at all. Now, every review that I've seen on this movie has mentioned how bad the dubbing is on the villain, and at first I thought it was probably an exaggeration before watching the movie. I gotta say, they were right. The dubbing on the villain is absolutely abysmal, and it's probably the worst dubbing that I've seen in a mainstream film in quite a while. The action sequences are terrible for the most part, and the fight choreography is trash. The dialogue is terrible, the attempts at humor fall super flat, and when the movie tries to go for any type of emotion, it fails majorly. I can't believe 4 people worked on this script. Shame on all 4 of you.
That shit is a 2-pack of ass.
The dream sequences, what the fuck is going on? The time jumps and the flashbacks and these visions that our lead Cassie is having are absolutely painful to sit through. The scene where the 3 other ladies finally recognize our lead after spending quite a bit of time with her truly made me go, what the fuck? It made me laugh very hard. You were getting chased together by the asshole villain. She was driving you 3 around in a cab for a significant amount of time. And the execution of, wait, you're the paramedic. And the other girl goes, yeah, I know you. You live in my building. It took them that long to recognize our lead. What the fuck is going on? It's so sloppily put together. The overall editing of the film is pretty bad, and mainly the fight scenes stick out to me. But there's also some choices that I thought were baffling. It stuck out like a sore thumb when they were trying to hide the dubbing behind the villain with camera angles where we can't see his face. Guess what, movie? I can still tell that it's horribly dubbed and recorded after shooting, and it's beyond noticeable. The camera work is awful. For example, the first time we see the villain, he's waving a gun around, and the camera is constantly zooming in and out of his face, in a very distracting way. A little bit of action does start to pop off near the finale with our 3 ladies, our lead Cassie, and the villain. But Cassie finally understanding her powers that were told to her by the Peruvian creepy crawly guys is horribly done. In the finale, our 3 ladies are in peril, and Cassie has to save all of them. So an awful CGI version of herself travels out, manages to save all 3 of these ladies while the main Cassie is standing. A lot of things in this movie made no fucking sense at all, to me. We see the letter S as a neon light following Cassie through the film, and I remember finishing it thinking to myself, what was the purpose of this letter? Like, why was it reoccurring? The villain dies in a very stupid way. Cassie or none of the other 3 ladies get to kill him. He just falls off a roof and gets smashed by a letter, one of the neon letters, that's not even an S, by the way. That would have been stupid as well, but I'm still hung up on the S. Like, what was the purpose of it? If it flew over my head, I really don't fucking care at this point, because the movie itself is bad. Like, even if I found out what the purpose of the S was, it wouldn't upgrade the movie at all for me. At all. Now, moving on to the positives. I do like Adam Scott, the older Peruvian dude who was there for Cassie's birth, coupled with his appearance later on in the film, and Mike Epps, who I'm a big fan of. But all 3 have very limited screen time, and Mike Epps is maybe given 4 lines of dialogue before he's killed off in a very facepalm fashion. This movie could have been an easy hour and 30 minutes. The hour and 50 plus minute runtime is not needed, and trust me, that 20-minute difference means the world when you're watching a fucking movie like this. If you want to watch Spider-Woman kicking ass against a good villain, Madam Web is not for you at all. We only see them later in Spider-Lady costume through visions and dreams. I'm gonna give Madam Web a 1 piece out of 10. And that's it, y'all. It's your boy Fro. What do you think about Madam Web? Do you like this? Are you in the rare community that actually enjoys Madam Web? comment below. Let me know your thoughts. And if you hate this movie like I do, comment below. And that's it, y'all. It's your boy Fro. I'm on to the next review. I'm out. Peace. Thank you.